Shifting our focus to the India-Canada row. Canada alleged India's involvement in Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar's death. Its allegations were very much public, but now it wants private talks. Why? What has changed? Yesterday, reports said that India has asked Canada to withdraw 41 diplomats. Ottawa has 6 days from now to do so. After that, India will revoke their diplomatic immunity. The reasons that New Delhi has given for this reduction are fair. Canada has 62 diplomats in India. India has only 20 of them in Canada. Apart from the Canadian High Commission in New Delhi, Canada has consulates in Chandigarh, Bengaluru and Mumbai. It also has a total of 8 Trade Commissioner Service offices in New Delhi, Ahmedabad, Bengaluru, Chandigarh, Chennai, Kolkata, Hyderabad and Mumbai. India, on the other hand, has a High Commission in Ottawa and 2 consulates in Toronto and Vancouver. Of the 20-odd Indian diplomats stationed in Canada, only 12 are in Ottawa, while India has 3 offices in Canada. Canada has 12 of them in India. So India simply wants a diplomatic strength to be equal on both sides, in both countries. It only wants to bring parity. So what is wrong in that? I'm not the one saying this. A couple of weeks back, India's Ministry of External Affairs mentioned this. Spokesperson Arindam Bakshi said, and I quote, "We have informed the Canadian government that there should be parity in strength and rank, equivalence in mutual diplomatic presence. Their numbers here are very much higher than ours in Canada." So what are so many Canadian diplomats doing here in India anyway? Are they here just for appeasement? Now Canada has urged for private talks with India. Why? Does it not have anything public to say? Dear Canada, you made allegations in public and you want resolution in private. How is this justified? Is Canada trying to save face now because its case against India doesn't hold? We are still waiting for Mr. Trudeau to support this so-called credible allegation with some evidence. And whose side is America on? It has had a lot to say lately. The White House has said that the Canadian allegations against India are serious. It has even urged India to cooperate with Canada in its investigations. Let me now read out the whole statement. The U.S. National Security spokesperson John Kirby said, "We've been clear these allegations are serious, they need to be fully investigated. And of course, as we've said before, we urge India to participate actively in that investigation." Yes, indeed, the allegations are serious. That is why we have been asking for evidence. On what grounds did Canada point fingers at India? India's foreign minister has said this multiple times. India is open to looking into anything relevant and specific that Canada may put forward. What more cooperation do the US and Canada want? Ottawa needs to do its part first, present some proof, some evidence, some facts. State Department's deputy spokesperson Vedant Patel also made some remarks. He says, and I quote again, "We continue to be deeply concerned about the allegations referenced by Prime Minister Trudeau and we remain in regular contact with our Canadian partners. It is critical that Canada's investigation proceeds and perpetrators be brought to justice. We also have publicly and privately urged the Indian government to cooperate in the Canadian investigation." Again, I ask, what kind of cooperation is the US expecting from India? Cooperate on what exactly? You see, any investigation is based on facts. You can't probe allegations and hearsay. So America needs to stop intervening and picking sides and focus on its own crises. How about asking Canada to provide some evidence, to release concrete proof to back its claims? Will the US request Canada to do so? I have my doubts. In fact, Washington has voiced support for Canada. The National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said that the spat has not caused any friction between the United States and Canada. So let me get this straight. When it comes to countering China, the US wants India's support. When it comes to sanctioning Russia, the US wants India to follow suit. But when it comes to backing India, it is leaning towards the other side. That's hypocritical, to say the least. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.